Hi, and welcome to this week's tutorial on the role of technology in strategic HR. Follow me for more at hrmanagement.321. So, what is strategic HR? Well, let me explain. Strategic HR focuses on the HR team working with the organization. It is a way to manage people towards working for the organization's long-term goals. Oh, and don't forget, it includes activities like matching resources to future needs, succession planning, talent resourcing, and much more. So let me guess what you're thinking. How does strategic HR fit into an organization? Yes, exactly. Well, let's look at what the academics think. So here are 6 models. First, separation model. There is no relationship between the two strategies. The next is the fit model, where the growing importance of people in achieving the organization's strategy is recognized. Communication goes from senior management down all the functions. The dialogue model takes things one step further by recognizing the need for two-way communication, with the holistic model actually seeing people as a key competitive advantage and not just a way to implement the organization's strategy. Finally, the HR-driven model puts HR strategy in prime position. Interesting, don't you agree? Yes, strategic HR is amazing. It is, but not to burst your bubble, transactional HR can get in the way. Transactional HR is the day-to-day repetitive and administrative tasks. It can be both time and resource consuming, and yes, a little boring. But don't be mistaken, transactional HR and strategic HR are not mutually exclusive. Both are needed in a successful HR function. So if both are needed, but transactional is time and resource consuming, why not speed it up and put it online? Yes, exactly. Now let's look at how that can be done. Have you heard of self-service HR or EHR? It put transactional HR online and frees up time to spend on strategic HR. It is found to improve communication, employee involvement, and the overall HR delivery. So that's transactional HR online, but can strategic HR be online? Of course it can. The world of IT is endless. Let's take a look. As mentioned before, here are some of the activities involved in strategic HR. Yes, but can these be put on systems? Well, have you heard of Cornerstone, Gallup, Slack, or Workday? Gallup is a worldwide system used to encourage employee engagement and review performance of management. Gallup was implemented in the Irish bank AIB, but coming from a previous manager, they did not find it as effective as it could have been. Cornerstone is another IT system that can offer features for strategic HR like recruiting, performance, learning and development. It requires ongoing compliance with employees. However, as seen with Gallup in AIB, a business has to be willing to work with the results they get in order for full effectiveness. So how do these IT systems know everything about employees? Well, that would be through the data they collect and they need to function. Data coming from the Latin word datum, which means what is given, what is known or assumed, and from that conclusions can be drawn. Data can be quantitative or qualitative. Let's brainstorm together the data that might be needed for these IT systems. So what makes data so important in strategic HR? Well, before we really realised the power of data, it wasn't put to much use. Now data is used as a strategic tool to predict different things about the future of an organisation and their employees. Data-driven HR comes from the idea that the data collected through the HR systems can be used all over the organisation to impact performance. Some believe HR is going through a data-fueled revolution right now. So why do you think IT systems and data is important in strategic HR? Well, looking at Google, I'm guessing they don't offer free meals, nap pods, and all the rest to their staff just to be nice. They must do it because the data they collect through their IT systems told them it would increase performance. And look at Google now. So, let me get this right. IT systems and data is the heart of strategic HR, but it does not all rely on the technology. It relies on the people. People are the focus of HR, and HR are just using the technology to keep people engaged in the organization. Yes, you've got it. People have always been and will always be the heart of HR. Strategic HR is about getting smart about how you manage people, and the smartest way is technology. See you for next week's tutorial. Thank you.